Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey, you guys. This video is for my Caps, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising like myself. Before I even get started, if you feel like what I'm saying in this video doesn't resonate with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down in the description box below, okay? All right, this is for the Pisces lunar cycle, so we are talking beginning of March through the beginning of April. And if you're interested in anything, learning more about that, check out the links that I have, okay? All right, let's just go on and get started. I am ashy and I need some lotion. Don't look at my ashy hands, guys. Let's get it started. To start, first card that you guys have coming up is in the position of what energy is coming in for you, or what energy will you be tapping into during this lunar cycle. And you've got a change in the wind, Capricorn. And that is the 12 card, which breaks down to 3. You've got a couple of 3 cards here in this spread. So for you Capricorns, you guys are cardinal, like many of the other cardinal placements during this past year, especially this past astrological year. You have been dealing with the shits. You've been going through some shit, more than likely, or you've been dealing with some obstacles, so to speak. I don't want to make it seem like our lives are just trash, but this card popping up here, and I also do pick up on the energy that you may have felt kind of stuck, or like you didn't have the resources that you needed to make the moves that you wanted to make. This card popping up here in the energy underneath this Pisces lunar cycle, also with Mercury being in retrograde in Pisces and Neptune being in Pisces, things are really starting to fall into alignment, okay? So for you Capricorn, during this next month, you are going to feel this energy of change coming in for you, and it may come in for you physically. You may be presented with some opportunities that allow you to make some shifts in your physical and waking life. On the other hand, you just may be feeling this energy very strongly. The best way that I can put it is story time. For example, a few years ago, for those of you guys that don't know, I went to Howard. I haven't graduated yet, but I went to Howard. And I started in 2010. I went for a year, finances sent me back home. I worked, paid off my balance, got to the point to where it was like, okay, I can go back, but I can't go back out there if I don't have housing. Very shortly before I was just offered this random opportunity to stay in the towers, I felt this energy of, I don't know what is changing, I don't know what's shifting, and I wasn't really putting a lot of my energy into, I was putting my energy into getting back there, but I had come to the point to where I accepted whatever was gonna happen, either way, right? But I was really feeling like within my spirit, like, I don't know, something is changing, something's about to change. I don't know what it is, but something is coming. So some of you Capricorns during this lunar cycle, you may very much so be feeling that, and that could be that intuitive energy lent from this Pisces influence, okay? But just understand that things are about to change for you if they haven't started to already. And even if it doesn't change for you in the physical, just know that on a higher level, things are working underneath the surface for you, all right? Next card that I have coming up for you is in the position of what's crossing you, or what could be a challenge or an obstacle posed to you during this lunar cycle. And you've got the 8 of Swords here, which does tell me, like most of my other readings, more often than not, you are your own obstacle. The 8 of Swords is a card of entrapment, and it's typically a card dealing with, this is the Swords suit, so it deals with the mental perspective. Dealing with the way that you're thinking about things. And Capricorn, you are very realistic, but you can, when you're operating within your shadow self, be very pessimistic, okay? And just lack hope. This is a card coming up with that Capricorn pessimist energy, even though it's not an earth card. This does tell me that during this lunar cycle, even though you may be presented with these opportunities, or you may be put into a space to where you can kind of align your energy with that change in the wind coming in for you, you may very much so be in this headspace of, well, I'm comfortable here because at least I know what's popping. If I do this, this could happen. If I do this, this could happen. If I do this, this could happen, and none of that looks good. Capricorn, sometimes you do have to come out of your earth, and you do have to come out of your doubts and your fears and just kind of take a leap. Change in the wind comes in like, hey, this breeze is passing by. You either blow along with it or you don't. I think you should blow along with it, Capricorn. You are your own obstacle here coming up in this next month, and this is underneath the Mercury retrograde, which does have to do with our perspective, and you should be reflecting and correcting. So take a little bit of time to look at where your doubts and your fears have put you and kept you stuck, and how you can spread your wings outside of that. Yeah, sometimes you might get a little cut here and there, but did you die? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be fine. Things are meant to be changing. It is the time for a shift for you and for many other people, but this energy popping up here, Capricorn, says it really is time for your change to come in, okay? All right. The next card that I have popping up for you, Capricorn, is in the position that is influenced by the Pisces energy during this lunar cycle, and that is where you're going to receive a little bit of enlightenment. Where are you going to have your aha moment during this next month? And you've got the Three of Cups. This is a very positive card. This is not one of my favorite cards, but I do like seeing this card pop up, especially when you have cards like the Eight of Swords, because this card points to hope and points to having a support system. First things first, we are in an universal 3 year, so we're dealing with this energy of creativity, communication, and collaboration, right? Capricorn, you tend to do things by yourself and for yourself all the time. You tend to figure things out all the time, right? We're in a 3 year. You got a 3 card here. The change in the one is a 3 card too. We're in a year for you to actually mix and mingle with people. So this card popping up here, I do believe, Capricorn, means that during this next month, you are going to come to this point of, during your reflection and your correction, of understanding that you do have resources to do the things that you want to do, to that change that's blowing in, the way that you want it to be successful in your little Capricorn heart. You have the resources to tap into that. You also have the support system that you need. So this card does also tell me that during this next month, some of you might have this little aha moment, like, oh, I've been wanting to do this, and I could have just reached out to so-and-so this whole time, because they could definitely put me on the right path to where I want to be, or to where I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? This card does also just come in to say that you just may be reminded of who your true friends are, and who the people that are truly and honestly there for you, who they are, okay? You may start hanging out with some friends that you haven't seen in a while, or that you haven't really been putting a lot of energy into a little bit more during this next time. You may find yourself coming together and like mixing and mingling in groups or projects that really resonate with the types of things that you like to do. But more often, not more often, but more so, I do believe that this energy, this Three of Cups, is just popping up here to say, Capricorn, you are going to have this realization of, no, I have everything that I need. There's a Snow Allegra song. I tweet this all the time. The lyrics are, all I have is all I need. And I was listening to Mac Miller yesterday too, and he says, all I ever want is what I need. Capricorn, you have everything that you need around you and within you, and you're going to realize this during this next month. So just understand that you do have to come out of this Eight of Swords to realize this. You are going to have this aha moment, and you're going to realize that you have to move away from this energy, so that you are no longer keeping yourself back and trapping yourself and stopping yourself from tapping into that change in the wind, into that energy, because there is supposed to be a change coming in for you, Cap. Okay? All right, y'all. The last card that I have popping up for you in your spread is in the position of your soul message, and you've got the Bear, which comes with the energy of rest. And I think that this is just a quick little message to say, Capricorn, you've been doing a lot. And maybe right now, everything that you've been doing has brought you back to this point of feeling like you're stuck, of like you can't make any moves, even no matter how much energy or effort you put in. Just understand that sometimes you kind of have to let life guide you. You kind of have to let go of the reins and just go with the flow in order for you to come into alignment with what you're supposed to be in alignment with. So don't be so tough on yourself during this next month, especially with all this cosmic energy that we have going on, because that can just add more chaos for you, which you don't need. Right now, you're supposed to be coming into this realization that you have everything that you need. And you don't want to add extra stuff into the mix that doesn't need to be there. So Capricorn, take a step back, meditate, go out into nature. We're coming into the springtime, you know what I'm saying? Go sit in the sun, go roll a snowball, depending on where you're at, whatever. But give yourself a little credit, and then also give yourself a little bit of a break, and just understand in divine timing what's supposed to happen will happen for you, okay? All right, Capricorn, that's your reading. Hope that that provided you with some insight. If you feel like you need more clarification or you would like your own personal reading, you can book one with me. I've got all that information linked down below. I also am having a retrograde sale because we do have Mercury in retrograde, and you can, again, find all that information on my Etsy shop. I cannot talk. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.